This happened when I was around 7 or 8 years old. It was my first year in primary school and I had joined the school with some of my friends from the local feeder school in the area. One particular boy was a year older than us and was repeating the first year for some reason. He was of German descent, from a very well-to-do family and a lot bigger than the rest of us. Possibly because he was embarrassed at repeating the year, he was a bit of a bully. He often picked on me and some of my friends. I'm sure we probably escalated things at times too, because I know he was teased for being German. So one day, standing outside class, I kicked him full whack in the balls. He buckled over, but I can't really remember much of what happened afterwards. We probably tucked tail and ran. I can't even say for sure whether he deserved to be kicked at the time, or if I just thought I was getting him back for previous behavior. Anyway, he missed school for a few days after, and I heard some kids saying he was in hospital. Soon after that, I was called in to speak to a teacher who, as far as I remember, dressed me down and explained he had gone home and his testicle has swollen up to the size of a tennis ball and it had to be removed. I don't getting into much trouble about it, but I do remember some of the other kids going on about it in banter. The details are hazy, but I felt so bad and I felt I was in so much trouble that I never ever told my parents about it. This was made worse as my dad and his gone to school together, only found this out after seeing my dad chatting to his dad at a rugby match that me and the kid were playing one Saturday about a year after. I was freaking out the whole time they were speaking and then started feeling guilty that my dad might have been seen as rude by his dad for not apologizing for my action. It didn't come across that way, as they seemed like old friends catching up, but I felt so guilty. I felt so awful about it. I mean, at the time I didn't realize that it may have an effect on him being able to have children, but I felt like I'd done something so horrible and always expected my family to confront me about it. When I learned of the reproductive challenge this might cause, the guilt was just amplified. The years that followed in primary school were mostly fine. On the odd occasion he would have a go at me. I remember him having a slightly shorter fuse with me than others, but I think he ended up being okay and less of a bully. Saying that, he did try drown me in a river at our primary school leavers camp as I'd pissed him off for some reason, but mostly the in-between years went by without incident. I left that school to go to a different high school, so I never maintained contact with him. I saw him once during my teenage years and we chatted for about 5 minutes. I remember it being friendly. I never mentioned it. I hope he was able to have children. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I never said sorry to.
FCK the size of a tennis ball you must have. Kick faster than the speed of light.
So he's German, a bully, and only has one testicle.
Wow, just wow. Forgot to mention I made him get a towel for his bare ass on my car seat also.
Felt every deficiency in the road on the way. I would ruin your joke and remind you of the guy you are.
Thinking about was Austrian.
Did he break up with that bitch?
Or she would end up in jail. Female to male domestic.
Violence doesn't exist in court. Austria's greatest accomplishment is persuading the world that the guy was German. Tell me she went to jail.
Testicle Thanos.
Greater than he had to get his nuts drained. That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, there are two ways to take it the good way. And to getting a needle stuck in your nuts to drain them away.
He tried to kill you so you have his future children. Not as bad as you think.
I audibly groaned at even the thought of a needle anywhere near my nuts.
Were you a real bro and drained his nuts for him?
You mean the guy dumped him, since kicking people in the balls makes you scum.
I knew a girl that kicked guys in the balls for cash.
Testicle Thanos. Tell me more stories.
Jeez, if he kicked that fast, he cold cooked a chicken.
My own little confession, you just reminded me in elementary I
Grab a girl's earring during playground time, not out of malice or anything, and to trip through her ear.
You only need one to have children.
Bar unexpected Thanos.
But he was basically German.
Dude, this was in 1982 or 1983. There wasn't that level of privacy expected or afforded. Whoa there.
My nuts hurt after reading this.
Let your nuts hang.
I can vividly remember being kicked in the nuts at my own birthday party, Globetrotters.
Ain't no reason for it, but goddamn I still have PTSD. Fuck you, Cameron.
Yeah, that was a red flag for me. For one, he'd be punished under all his parents.
Would be called in that moment secondly hippie. Wow, that teacher seriously violated that kid's privacy by telling you about his personal medical condition.
I don't know if that's my purse. You gotta get rid of the salmonella.
Hurry up, it's a dual-purpose post-confession with a PSA.
No, please no.
Is it coincidence or fate being German and losing one of your balls?
One love is enough to father a child, hopefully you're.
Kid got him to be a better personally.
Sucks that it happened, but unfortunately Bunny's Don T usually do well with words.
I punched the little brother of my best friend. When I was 10 he was really annoying. His dad needed to push it back and the sack didn't dare row come over for a long while.
You're just fucking hilarious. Anyone who thinks it is comical to cause pain to someone else is gonna get hit.
Jesus, that had to hurt.
Didn't he go to hospital? It was his mother, the dirty bugger. Bro, that's fucked.
He tried to drown you and he still has one ball.
Chickens have beaks similar to ducks.
Good advice unless it's your only option in a fight to the death.
I really hope the girl broke up with his buddy.
There's other ways to learn, although consider their age.
No, his dad moved with his parents to my country of birth during
His school years. I assume quite a few did around that time, I think, as there was quite
the healthy German community where I grew up. I know, like I say, I still feel awful about it, but I can only
think that I was a young kid and he bullied us.
All she did a runner when he was small.
What I find weird is the teacher dressing you down anymore. Details on that cause that does not seem normal to me.
You should add that shirt tie.
No worries, I was kinda joking as you said you were young.
Thank you. Nice one, proud ruined his life.
Rita kicking a guy's balls is a no-no, shame on you.
I forgive you.